have information about everything that's going on. Now, Shoey did decide to relocate his spine crawlers to the middle of the map. This gains control because the middle of the map is the only way that this part is the only way that Fingo can enter Shoey's natural and his main. So putting up defenses here is basically the same thing as putting up defenses here. Even though it is a little bit more exposed, you will be able to reinforce this with units such as these roaches. Now a Twilight Council going down, you might see some Blink Stalker play and even Immortals coming out. So Fingo doing a good hard counter to roaches, as these Immortals will do sick damage against roaches. So if he gets 3 or 4 Immortals out, they're going to be so effective against these against those roaches. Now trying to take down this destructible rock so that he can get his third up and running at the gold expansion, but Fingo already beating him to it. His Nexus is almost up and running. We'll take a look at the harvester count, 52 to 43. Shoey is pulling ahead in the harvester count, but Fingo does have the gold up now and is probably going to transfer a few probes. I'm not exactly sure. Dark Shrine coming out. Hydralis group, Hydralis range is up and running. So, Dark Shrine. I'm definitely curious to see where that is going to come into play. Some ground weapons level 2 coming up. Both players just macroing up right now, transitioning into the late stages of the games, getting prepared for some epic battles as some Dark Templar play. I'm very excited to see that. As Lost Temple, now it's looking like they're gonna split the map down the middle right here. The Protoss getting the top, I guess the top left half, and the Zerg player getting the bottom right half. I hope I got that right. Anyways, more Hallucinated Phoenix going in. Oh, there's a huge army moving out for Shoey right now. A couple roaches, 2 Hydralisks, and a couple Zerglings, but you're gonna be thwarted off by nice force fields there. Thwarted off by this army. Fingo even getting some static defense of his own so that he can't block off the entrance to his side of the map, I guess. Both players just trying to split it down the middle with some static defense. There are some no, actually that was the Hallucinated Phoenix. I thought that was a real Phoenix. Anyways, the gold is up and running for Shoey. What is this? These are the Dark Templars. We'll see. But we did see, and the Overseer, there is an Overseer right there. Being able to spot that, and Shoey did see that Dark Templar, so he's probably going to, he did see probably a blurb on the map, so that Dark Templar not being able to do anything. This one down here just hacking away at this hatchery, trying to delay it as much as possible. They do a sick amount of damage, 50 pace with this upgrades, but as soon as that Overseer is here, he will die instantly because they have no health whatsoever. They are just a paper glass cannon, and there it goes. Aspire going down, Colossi and Thermal Lance coming down, as well as another Nexus now. The Protoss player keeping up with the bases. Zerg's on 4 base, and now the Protoss is going to be on 4 base. This is getting pretty crazy. This is going to be a huge macro game coming up. Missile attack level 2 coming up. So both players getting a bunch of upgrades. Let's just take a look. It's one. Actually, I thought they had a yes, level 2 weapons upgrade for the Protoss player, as well as a level 1 defense armor. Level 2 and 2 for the Zerg player. So both players just getting a lot of just kind of negating each other with their upgrades actually. But yeah, right on top of their upgrades. Wow, I can't talk right now. Blink Stalkers coming up, and Corruptors, Roaches. Man, there's just a lot of things going on right now. This is going to be an epic mid-game battle coming up real soon. Both players just kind of gearing up towards it. Hydralisks are very effective against Warp Gate units. Unfortunately, the Colossus will just burn through them like nothing. If you get 2 Colossus out on the field, oh man, those Hydras are going down so fast. But of course, Shoey did see the Colossus, and he was making Corruptors. Where are the Corruptors? There are the Corruptors. Corruptors, they hard counter against Colossus. So both players getting exactly what they need to get against the other army. Roaches up for Shoey to deal with the gateway units, but then Immortals out for Fingo to deal with the roaches, and then Hydras to deal with the Immortals, but then the Colossus to deal with the Hydras, but then the Immortal or the Corruptors to deal with the wow, I cannot say it's the Corruptors out for the Colossus, the Stalkers out for the Corruptors. Man, it's just crazy back and forth right now. Another hat-trick going up for Shoey. Now he is on 5 bases. Let's take a look at the income tab. They are at 2,000, around 2,000 minerals a piece. Basically the exact same in minerals and gas harvests per second. Corruptor's going in, trying to snipe off a few Colossi, but Fingo right on top of that, being able to blink up right onto that ledge and take out a lot of Corruptors. Man, that is good response from Fingo. Now Shoey scouting in just to make sure that the 4th Nexus is up and running for Fingo, and it is indeed. The other overlords put here just to make sure when that 5th Nexus does go up. Neither player taking the island, as islands are hard to take for both these races. Terran players can take it relatively easily and defend it really easily on Lost Temple. That's why it's such a Terran favored map, along with these ledges right here where they can drop some siege tanks or Thors. But anyways, we're not seeing a Terran player. We're seeing a Protoss versus a Zerg. So both players almost maxed out. Shoey at 197 and the Protoss player at 180. A couple more warped units will put him right at the 200 mark. We do see a Greater Spire coming out, as well as a Fleet Beacon. Wow. So we might see some, maybe even a Mothership. That would be awesome. Spore Crawler and Spine Crawler just to deal with, let's see, well, there's a Spore Crawler right here. Probably a couple around his bases, so just to thwart off those Dark Templars. Maybe if some Dark Templars do come in and harass a mineral line. There is a Nexus going up for Fingo, so both players on 5 bases. Let's take a look at the Harvester count. It is both at around 2,000 apiece. That's just a lot of minerals per second. They're going to be able to replenish their army like crazy. The well-placed observer right there. Maybe I wonder if he has an observer right here. He does not. There is going to be an engagement right here. That's a lot of Colossi. Even another hallucinated Phoenix going in to get a good scout on the army size. A lot of Stalkers, a lot of Mortals. He's being choked in. That was beautifully placed force fields right there. Lost a lot of roaches and a lot of units right there. Shoey all the while is doing a very, very great job spreading his creep, getting vision of the middle of the map, so he knows exactly when that Protoss army is pulling out. Oh, not pulling out. Is pushing in. Okay, I shouldn't use those words anymore. Anyways, there's some good force fields right now, but there's gonna be some Brood Lords. There's some Brood Lords being morphed in right now. What happened to my production tab? Oh my God, there is a Mothership. What are we not gonna see this game? We do see some Brood Lords, we see some Corruptors, a lot of Roaches in production, just to be able to replenish his army supplies. These Colossus doing 6 damage. Look at that. 13, 21, 17, 12 to 9 kills. Those Colossus more than paid for itself right there. Maybe a lot of those were Brood links from the Brood Lords, but it doesn't matter. That's a lot of kills. These Colossi are all ballers now. They're all Instructors, I think was the highest. Masters. They're all Masters. Or most of them are Masters now, but that's a lot of Brood Lords. Now, Brood Lords are very hard to counter with Protoss. You do need Blink Stalkers to deal with them, or maybe even some Phoenixes, but I don't know whether or not he is getting some Stargates, maybe to deal with those Brood Lords. We'll see what happens now. Roaches and Hydruses is a very, very scary engagement right here, but the Mothership, the big fat mama ship, is going to be able to cloak everything in within its range. And now these Colossi, there's so many Colossi on the field. He has to micro that Mothership. The Mothership getting kind of out of position right here. Gonna be sniped off.